What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, as you can see by the title, we're doing more F1 2017 news. Today is the last reveal of the classic cars, so thankfully we're at the end of the list now, and this is going to pertain more to the McLarens that haven't been announced just yet. So, like I said, final classic car reveal, and with that, there's not going to be the 2009 Brawn driven by Jenson Button and Rubens Barrichello, unfortunately. But let's have a look at the final three classic cars and see what we can drive in F1 2017. So those are the three brand new cars that have been announced today. The 1991 McLaren MP4-6, driven by Ayrton Senna, and also, I hate it when I have to talk about it, but Gerhard Berger, I always get his name wrong, and I always get roasted in the comments. How do I pronounce his name? Please, someone tell me in the comments. The second car was the 1998 McLaren MP4-13, driven by Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard. A beautiful car, that one. And finally, the car that I'm actually most excited about, and the final car that I knew about, was the 2008 McLaren driven by Lewis Hamilton, and I believe Kovalainen, was it? Yeah, it was. It led to Lewis Hamilton's first World Championship win, won by 1 point at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Yeah, a lot of history with that car, and I just love the spec of that McLaren. Probably one of my favorite in all honesty. It looks so beautiful, so much detail. It kind of looks like a 2017 car. But not to that kind of level of detail, with all the winglets and stuff that you've got on there. But yeah, that's all the cars left to announce for F1 2017. And like I said at the start of the video, no Brawn GP car, which I didn't know if it was in the list, but I was kind of hoping that it was. And yeah, I gotta say I'm pretty disappointed that it's not in the game. I'm sure Cody's would have been pushing for it, but it hasn't made it into this year's game. Maybe it has. Maybe it'll come out in like DLC later in the year. But Cody's don't release DLC 4, 5, 6 months into the release of the game. So I think that might be it in terms of the classic cars. I could be wrong, but hopefully I am. So just a brief backstory between all the cars. The 1991 McLaren won by Ayrton Senna in the championship that year. He scored 10 pole positions, 8 wins, and equaling 148 points. Different point system back then, so I think that was quite a lot of points. Moving on to the second McLaren now, we have the 1998 McLaren MP4-13, driven by Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard. Correct me if I'm wrong, this might be a V12, so this will be another one that I'm very keen to listen to. In all honesty, you haven't heard many V12s in the history of F1. I was only a fan in 2010, so I'm quite familiar with the V8s and the V6s. V10s I've seen a lot of footage of, but V12s, not so much. So that'll be kind of a dark horse car that I'll be looking to jump in when it comes to online. Yeah, now that we have all the cars announced, what's your favourite car so far in terms of the classic car list on F1 20 I was going to say 2016. 2017, I think for me, it's got to be... I'm having trouble remembering now. It actually helps I have a list right in front of me. So, I'd say my three favourites out of the entire list. Today's 2008 McLaren, the 1988 McLaren MP4-4 driven by Ayrton Senna, and it's a toss-up for third. It's probably got to be the 2006 Renault. It just looks so distinct, and it's so iconic in that, late V8 era, early V8 era, sorry. So yeah, the Renault, the McLaren, and also the early 80s McLaren by Ayrton Senna. Those are my three favourite cars. Let me know what yours are down in the description. And that is pretty much all the cars. There is a brief description about the 2008 McLaren. but I don't think I need to educate you guys on that. I think we're all pretty familiar with that car and the circumstances of Lewis Hamilton winning his first World Championship with that one. So I'll leave that for now. Also in the press conference, in the press release, it says that Zach Brown had some comments to make about the the classic car reveal, basically stating that it was very hard to pick just 3 McLarens or 4 McLarens over the course of the last 30 years, and Cody's were almost spoiled for choice. And he basically just said that they did a really good job of picking 4 of the most iconic McLarens from the last 30 or 40 years. But for me personally, it was so great to see the Ayrton Senna's iconic cars are in an F1 game again. You had to go and source out a mod for like Assetto Corsa or for Forza Motorsport to jump in a Ayrton Senna branded McLaren. So it's really great for the series that Cody's now have the license to Ayrton Senna's name, almost his legacy. So hopefully we can see some stuff with that, and it's going to be so special jumping into career mode and driving that McLaren MP4-4. That's going to be a real highlight for me in terms of this year's career mode. So I'm really looking forward to that. But that has been this reveal for today. We can finally stop with the classic car reveals. They're all out the way now, and all that's left, 2017 cars. Let's finally talk about those. Talk about the features of F1 2017, career mode, online, any other single player modes that might be coming. Hopefully we can get some clarification on that and really get down to the bare bones of what F1 2017 is all about. I want to show you guys. It's going to be awesome. So just wait a little longer and we'll have some significant things to talk about, and I can show you as well in the form of some gameplay, hopefully. So that's been this video for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and see plenty more F1 gaming videos. And follow me down on Twitter. I'll leave a link down in the description. I'll be doing some open lobbies and stuff, but on the run up to F1 2017. And I will be racing you guys on PS4. That's something that I need to do. I bought F1 2016 for the PS4. Haven't touched it yet, so I'd be stupid not to have a go very, very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next one, guys, I'll see you next time. It probably seems a bit silly of me not to mention this, but if you have missed my earlier videos talking about all the classic cars, I'll just run through the list very briefly for you right now. So the full classic car list we have is the 1998... 1988 McLaren MP4-4, the 1991 McLaren, 1992 Williams, 95 Ferrari, 96 Williams, 98 McLaren, 2002 Ferrari, 2004 Ferrari, 2006 Renault, 2007 Ferrari, 2008 McLaren, and the 2010 Red Bull Racing RB6. We're done. That's the classic car list. Plus, we have 2017 cars, in case you didn't realize. I'm out.